How is everybody? Can everyone see me and hear me? Glow, hello. Nice to see you here. Awesome. Hi, Steph. I'm good, thanks. How are you? Hi, Katie. Hi, Courtney. Hi, Carl, if you're still on. Nice to see you. Hi, Goo Goo. Hi, Claire. How are you? Hi, Jacqueline. Hello from Greece. Awesome. So, how do I look this time on this live? Glow, thanks. Hi, Emotional. How are you? Hi, Cynthia. Coco. Hello. Jules. Hi, Steph. Oh, thanks, guys. Oh, it's Burt's Bees Lip Shimmer. Look, I'm just testing out my new camera. How awesome is this? How cool is it? Yeah, my husband bought it me. Thank you, because I know you're watching at the minute. So it's got tracking on it, so if I move, I don't have to have it on that option though. But as you can see, it's 4K, so before the webcam, if you look back, was awful. Because literally, we had that webcam, it must have been a couple of years before I actually started YouTube, and I've been doing YouTube, 4.5 years now? So he bought me this. At the minute, I've got a ring light just here. It's not very good. But he said he's going to buy me a one that can fit on there, so it will light me up better. And so it's not literally just there in my face, it will be like on me. So next time, I will have a better light as well, so I'm lit up a little bit better. But yeah, we did loads of research and trying different ones out, and I think we're going to get a Razer one or something, but this one was actually better. So, and then obviously set it all up with my Streamlabs and everything, so even get my own little starting thing. And he designed all the little, well, he didn't design it, he used a template and did it all, put it together with my logo and stuff. At the beginning, you see the dancing cats, which is so cool. I'm glad, because it was so annoying, and especially like that I'm starting a podcast next month, so I didn't want either like crappy quality on a podcast, so I thought, having this as well, because obviously I've got a Rode mic in here as well, and it's good in that because I can I think I can blur the background, add images and stuff, and it can even blur my face and stuff, so it's great, isn't it? Yeah, I've never used Twitch, so I don't really know what's like. Claire, yeah, I'm quite excited for it because I've always wanted to do things like a podcast and stuff, and I didn't really know where to go with it because I'm not really one that's watched podcasts and stuff. I've started to more recently, and I've seen a couple with people that I've done with celebrities and stuff. I'm like, oh yeah, I love to do that. And I thought it'd be perfect to do it with somebody like Jodie, because she's from the Midlands, different part of the Midlands, but she's still. So we sort of, and we get on, I think, quite well. And I sort of understand her, she gets me, she's just hilarious. So we're starting filming 10th of July, I think we're filming. We've got a plan on who's editing what, when we edit it and things like that, so we've got all a thing set up and everything, of who's going to do what and when we're going to do it. And it's obviously going to be video format, and it will be going on Be Brave Be You Lifestyle, and it will be going on The Loony Life, which is Jodie's channel. So it won't be on here. It's the only thing that's going to be non-ASMR on this channel is obviously this live once a month. it will be on Be Brave Be You Lifestyle. So if you want to check that channel out, that's where you'll find my podcasts. And they will be going on to Spotify as well. So my guy who deals with all that stuff is going to be sorting that out. I haven't got any control over that. He will sort it all out, and then once he's done it all, he will let me know. So yeah, quite looking forward to it. The first topic we've planned, so I will pop a question up on my community post on here. I have asked on Instagram, and so has Jodie, but I would like some answers because we're going to be going through them, talking about some and different things like that. So yeah, be interesting. Hi Joanne, I think it's pronounced. Hi Maddie, thanks for being here. Oh, afternoon tea, how lovely. Oh, I hope so. I named it the Midlanders podcast because that's what I always call me and Jode. So I think it'd be quite fun because we plan to do we do an episode, so we'll film it and give us like a week or so to edit it, and then it will go live on the channels. And obviously you can watch it at your pleasure. And we'll be asking questions, so we kind of get an inspiration from other people that do podcasts, and we're asking questions, and we're literally just going to kind of read them, analyse them, then we're going to talk about stuff ourselves and different things like that. We've got kind of a thing that we're doing, so hopefully you will like it. But yeah, it's good. Hi Matt, how are you? Hi Basic, thank you very much. Oh, thanks Bella. You're welcome, and thank you for watching. Hi Trouble Woman. Yeah, today's been a bit of a wet one and a bit of a dull one, if I'm honest. But it's been a lot cooler, and to be honest, I prefer that, if I'm honest. And because it's been raining a bit, I haven't had to water my plants. It sounds me doing that. So how many do we have watching? 38 viewers today. I wonder if we can get that up and beat my last target. I think it was 102. Did I beat? 102, I think. Hi, I can't pronounce your name, but thank you for watching from Malaysia. Oh yes, yeah, I remember that. Isn't it somewhere else now as well? Because I thought I saw a couple of other people talk about it. I don't think they were near there. I don't know. So, how is everybody anyway? Are we all doing okay? Sorry if I've missed you and you've said hello. I do apologise. Please feel free to say hello again. Steph, my day's been quite boring, to be honest. I haven't particularly done a great deal today. I haven't really wanted to. I've just been on social media and things, chilling out. I was playing on the Switch with my daughter a bit earlier. But yeah. Hi Daniel. You must get it quite hot over there, to be honest with you. I mean, here, like, we've got standard really. Our houses and things don't have air conditioning, and obviously they're built to keep the heat in, and obviously because my house is a new build, it's extremely energy efficient, so it's even better than your older houses, which is a bit of annoying when you come to the summer. And I mean, I can have my windows open, but because I've got indoor cats, I try not to open my windows too much because I don't want them to go out. The only problem is as well that it's just never enough. And when we get it here, it's quite humid and sticky all the time. And then when it gets cloudy and it's sticky and muggy and hot, it just feels suffocating. So I don't really like that. And only some businesses have air conditioning. I mean, I think more and more are getting it, but then you've got the crappy fans and they don't particularly do a great deal. So it's a bit naff, really. But if I had like air conditioning throughout my whole house, I wouldn't really be bothered because I'd be cool. But it costs such a fortune. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I've always been an autumn kind of and winter person. And do quite like spring these days because a lot of the time, it's blue sky and sun's out and it's just like a sort of a nice temperature. But I do like it when it can be a little bit warmer. Like when the sun's out and there's no clouds and stuff, I actually quite like that because it's quite pleasant. But it's just when it gets shockingly hot. I mean, recently we've had a couple of really warm days here, but it's probably only been about like, I think the most we had was it 29 or something like that, degrees Celsius. But it's just too hot. The thing is, I'm the same every year, and I love it when it's like wet, to be honest, to a degree. But I love it if it snows, it's cold, icy weathers. I love all that kind of stuff, really. And I know some people moan though, like some British people, they're like they moan no matter what. But if the heat was, say, similar to abroad, it wouldn't be too bad. But it's not the same heat at all. I just can't describe it unless you've been here through like the summer. And then I know a lot of people are used to heat, aren't they? But it's only more as the years are going by that we get suffocating heat here. It's not, I remember it's not as I was years ago, if you know what I mean. The weather's changed. Jode! Hiya! Just talking about you, my love. Talking about the podcast. Nice of you to check in. How are you? Yeah, I love winter and autumn and that, to be honest. And another thing is I really hate thunderstorms. It's one thing I'm scared of, like terrified. I probably got better with it as I've got older. But yeah, I'm not the best, if I'm really honest, for storms. And a lot of the time, because we have horrible weather, like heat and that, we get storms. So yeah, I'm all right, thanks, Jode. Plodding on. I can't believe today is the last day of June. The last day of June? I mean, it only feels like yesterday that I moved house, and that was like at the beginning of December. It's ridiculous. It really is. Hi, James. Yeah, I mean, because I've been to like New York and Florida, and when I went to Florida, it was in September, and it was pretty much about 32, 33 every day I was there. Bear in mind, this was like 13 years ago. And everywhere had aircon, so it was amazing. Obviously, you'd step outside and it was absolutely bloody hot, but it wasn't the same heat as here. And then we had a pool, so we'd jump in the pool. But wherever you went in the shops, there was aircon. In your hotel room, there was air conditioning. In the pubs, there was air conditioning. But it's just not. And then the spa I was in had air conditioning. It's just not like that here. And I think that's what people think. Oh, well, it's hotter here. Get over it. But it's not the same heat, and we don't have the escape that everyone else has. Plus, me, I'm on HRT. I'm technically through the menopause. I don't really know, but clearly I'm not, because if I start them tablets, I'm just like flushing like you wouldn't believe. So everything's a lot hotter because I just flush all the time anyway. I know, can you believe it? Halfway through the year. I mean, I know they say that like time goes fast, but it really does. And then I'll start panicking, thinking, oh my God, I'm getting old, I'm getting older. Like the years seem to be just getting quicker and quicker. And then I'm thinking, I wish it would slow down a little bit. Hi, Somya? Somya, is it? Yeah, there's that as well in the gym. It is true, which I always say that, like things, oh my God, that's so quick. But then when you look back, it's actually been forever, in it. Hi, Danny. Max is good, thank you. He's so big. I just can't believe how big he is. Just absolutely ridiculous. He's literally like, it was 16 weeks yesterday, and he's just ginormous. He's got massive feet, big legs, he's got a big collar on now. He's like, I don't know, he's just massive. It's just his face looks so big and everything yesterday. I put a picture up of him on his Instagram page, and I just couldn't believe. And I've just took another image yesterday. I was going to upload it today, but I've just got distracted. It's of him when we had him at 8 weeks and then 16 weeks, and to see the difference in him is just absolutely insane. Does that stop moving? It has as well. Does that move? I don't know what I'm doing. Because I held my hand up, it stopped moving. It's so silly like that, you know. I just don't get it. No, I'm just having fun with the camera here. Yeah, it's so much more bearable, isn't it? Definitely. Yeah, I know. They just grow so fast. Because obviously I've got a Cocker Spaniel, Toby, and Max now nearly weighs the same as him. It's ridiculous. But obviously my Labrador, she's a small Labrador. My other Labrador was like a big lab. But no, this one, she's quite a small lab. So now he's overtaking my 2 other dogs that are a lot older than him. Good luck in your exams. I hope it goes well. Don't stress about it. Have a banana. Have plenty of water, but not too much so you don't need to pee all the time. And just breathe. And the way I say it is, you know, it's not the be all and end all. And you're going to get what you're going to get, aren't you? Whether you stress about it or don't stress about it. That's the way I see it. Because you either know it or you don't know it. So just go for it. You know, but I'm sure you'll be fine. Oh, good luck with your applying for your new job. I hope it goes well. Again, just chill, go for it and try your best. I don't live in the US, no, I live in the UK. Yeah, I mean, I have to have Toby, I have to have him groomed, because I remember years ago, I never used to like groom him at all, and he looks so like long and really like, you know, weird when I look back at him. But I always have to get him done now because it gets hot so quick, especially with the heat and everything. It's just an absolute nightmare. So, hi Amber, how are you feeling? Hi Laura, thank you. I have got lots of things to unbox, guys, if I'm really honest. I've been a bit slack. But recently I've started to, you know, I did a couple of Get Ready With Me. I did, you know, I've done some catch-ups, done some little vlog things. You know, I've been doing things like that, and then my unboxings have literally just stacked up. I need to do a try treats though, desperately, because they sent me that box, so I do need to do that. And I've got a glossy box to do, which I need to do that as well, because obviously they've sent me that. But I've got a FabFitFun, which arrived, the summer box, and then I've got 2 Look Fantastics as well. So I think next week, something like that, I'm just gonna have to sit down and just film them all. The thing is now, like my kids, we're stopping work for the summer. They're gonna watch a documentary and like read a book in the morning still. So it gives me time to catch up on work things now, which is great. So there will be more, don't worry. But I'm aiming on that channel, obviously, with the podcast, to do vlogs, catch-ups, Get Ready With Me, and just chat about random things in life and stuff. And different stuff like that. I did say before that I don't want to focus it too much on unboxings anymore. I was just getting a bit bored with it. I will still unbox the things that I get, but I want to do things like hauls and different things like that as well on there, and then do bits on like TikTok and that. So just trying to go in a different direction now. Oh, you got me on in the background. God, how do you not get distracted? When people all say they do stuff at the same time and listen to like ASMR and stuff, I just can't do it. My husband, he like works and can listen to like really like heavy kind of metal and God knows what, and he focuses more. Me, no, over my head. I'll be too busy wanting to sing and dance, so it's just, you know what I'm saying. Yeah, the heat's, I'm just one of those every year. I cannot wait to autumn to come, but like the latter part of autumn, if I'm really honest with you. Yeah, it's not the same, is it, the humidity? It's weird, the heat's weird. Ash, you listen all day while you're working. Yeah, I mean, like, they are can be quite ASMR like, but I just found I did put them on my ASMR channel, but it was affecting my channel because they weren't getting many views, and it was a complete different genre, really. Even though it was like trigger sounds and stuff, it wasn't really what my channel was, so it was distracting and not doing well. So I decided to put it on the lifestyle channel because that's really where it should be. But some people say I always get ASMR from my unboxing videos on there, but you know, they just got shorter and shorter because some I had less things to say about the stuff, because some of them are being very repetitive and I was getting fed up with them. Yeah, music, I just want to sing. Like, if it comes on, I just can't help it. I'm gone. And another thing is, if somebody says something, my brain will automatically go and link it to a song. Like certain things, and I start singing it, and everyone looks at me like, what are you doing? Just can't help it. Well, my cats don't really make a noise. It was only Leo at the old house, because I was filming in my lounge, so I was having to set up every single night and then unpack every single night. And where I was filming at my last house and the house before, it was literally in the lounge, and obviously the kitchen was in the lounge in the other one, and no door. And then the one I was at last before I moved here, it was literally like, so from down the stairs you'd walk through the lounge to the toilet bit and then the kitchen, and they were scratching the door to come in all the time. But here with the studio, it's up out the way, so it's just easier. And my dogs, well, they're asleep at night, so because I have to film at 11 o'clock, and like now they're asleep. I mean, it's what, 8:20 here. They're just chill, really. They're quite mad in the day, but yeah. Yeah, see, I just couldn't focus, Ash. I mean, it's great for people that can, but I just have no idea. Sorry. Yeah, I mean, I went to New York. It was in January, 2012, I think. No. Oh, thanks, Matt. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, so it was quite cool, but obviously with the walking around and everything, it was, oh my God, New York. I have no idea how anyone can cope with that place, because it's just everywhere. He's so far away. It's just absolutely ridiculous. It would be nice to have like more snow and stuff, but we didn't have any when we went. Um, Hi Sylvia, thank you very much. Yeah, I do want to do another cooling down spa. I am aiming to, especially with it's hot. You know, I think it's quite appropriate. I know most places are quite summer months at the moment, but then I suppose even the places where it's not summer, it's still quite warm. I suppose anyone can enjoy them though, can't they? The alien one made me think of a space program. I'm not sure I was doing space. Do you know what? It'd be nice to be able to have my fan on in a video. It just would be amazing. It's just so noisy. You wouldn't be able to hear anything because I can't hear myself think. So yes, I do have a room now. It's set up permanently, so it's called Brave Studio. I've got a plaque on the door. So yeah, it just means everything's set up there permanently. You know, I've got almost soundproofing stuff set up and everything like that. It's just, I just haven't got a faff. You know, I'll literally just go in, like tomorrow I'll be filming, so I will go in the afternoon or something like that, literally just set up for that video. Then I will just leave it and go back in about 11ish, film, and then I won't need to do a thing because I'll just literally go to bed and then I'll sort it out the next day. But you know, how big will Max grow? Well, he was the largest of the litter, and they said that they reckon he's going to be just as big as the dad. And he was, I think, about 35 kilograms. Thank you, Nicola, for your wonderful ASMR videos. Oh, thank you, Cynthia. I really appreciate that. Thank you. I always see you on my Facebook. Yeah, so I think he's going to be quite big. They reckon about 35 kilogram plus, really. He's just so big. I mean, obviously he was the biggest one of the litter. I asked the woman recently about how is the dog, a pup that she's kept, and she was like tiny compared to what Max is. Probably at some point. I kind of have to feel inspired about what I'm filming, if you know what I mean. I just haven't been feeling that at the moment. I've had, my channel hasn't been doing particularly great recently. So it's just been one of those at the minute. I'm like, Hello from Melbourne. Awesome. Hello. That's early. Are you up for work? Yeah, Max, my plant, you might have seen my plant on Instagram if you're on there. It was a little one and it's not big. And his name is Max. I've named him Max, okay. I just like the name. Then I remember when I was young, I mean at primary school, I'm talking maybe year 5, I won a competition. It was a big, massive dog. It was like black with a bit of white on him, and he was gorgeous. And I had to guess the name, and I guessed Max, and that was his name, and I won it. Then my previous stepdad threw it out without me knowing when he split up with my mother, which I was really annoyed because it was up the loft anyway. But I wanted to bring it here, not here, but where I moved in with my husband. So I didn't. And then I wanted another boy dog. And I was like, Max, that's his name. And that's it, really. He's so big, I might go and get him in a minute just to show you him. How do you find homeschooling your children? I've always done it, to be honest. My son's 14, my daughter's 11. My daughter's got autism and sensory issues, joint issues and things with her feet and stuff. And it was just something I always wanted to do. And I always wished it was a thing, because I just didn't like school and for bullying, and just didn't like it very particularly well. And I struggled. Well, I'm dyslexic, autistic, and obviously mental health issues. But they didn't know I had dyslexia or autism. I got diagnosed with dyslexia when I was at college at like 19. And autism was only diagnosed in like 2016, and it explained like so much. And it would have been a bit more helpful if we'd known stuff like that. I mean, my mum and that suspected stuff, but the school just brushed it under, you know. So I just thought with my daughter it was just easier, but obviously my son was first, and I just looked into it one day and I was like, oh, it is a thing. So then I just went from there, really, and it's just, I don't know, it's just normal to me. People always ask me and I'm just like, I don't know, it's just normal. But it's fine. I mean, you know, obviously it's not cheap because you have to buy everything yourself. It's about finding other ways to kind of learn without, you know, not necessarily, you know, you don't have to follow a curriculum and all kind of stuff like that. And I'd like to do, it's more to do with their ability rather than age of their school year, if you know what I mean. And hi Wendy, how are you? Yeah, there's just so much information I've got going around my head about it. It's just, I've got too much to say. I'd need to do a live just based on that, really. Yes, I still enjoy doing ASMR. I feel like it's still early days for me, if I'm honest. I feel like I've got so much more to give and so much where I want to go with things. I mean, you know, it's been, 4.5 years since I actually started doing certain things on my channel, but it's probably only 4 years, because it was June of 2019 where I took it seriously. And if you look back, I think my first video is in the June, because I deleted the rest. So yeah, but I enjoy it, and especially now I've got my own room and stuff. It's just where I've moved, it was annoying because the road is quite a noisy road, which is really annoying. And sometimes, like when lorries and noisy things go past, my soundproofing isn't enough to do that without redoing the room properly. But recently, especially when I've been doing my videos with my daughter, it has actually been like from 9 o'clock ish, and there's been some disturbances with the new software I'm using. I can't hear it. Luckily, I don't know what it is with this new software that I'm using to edit in, but I just can't hear like things like I could. And the other ones that I did, if they're loud, I'll just cut them out. But that's why on some videos you might find there's more edits, because it's literally the lorries going past and I have to cut it out. Is that Nelchi? Is that? Thanks for your wonderful videos. Thank you. Do you have a cat too? I do have a cat. I have 5. 5 cats. I have Jessie, or Jessica, but Jessie now. Fluffy, original name was Callie. Oscar, Whiskey, and Leo. That's my cats. Saturday morning, 1st of July. Well, happy 1st of July. Thank you ever so much. Quite quiet today, aren't we? Is everyone off out spending the money? It's weird because the one I did with Jodie was 2 weeks ago, and surprisingly that wasn't too bad. I think the time before that, I think the live was really quiet. The time before that, it was quite busy, like people popping in and out. But today's very quiet and very slow, so I probably won't stay on as long this time, if I'm really honest with you. You know, because if I just sit here, I feel like a right goon. Do you know what I mean? The camera stopped moving. Because I put my hand on, I don't know how to get it back on. Husband said it's like, put the button on, and I just don't know how to do it. I put my hand up so it decides to stop itself because I did this. So weird. So weird. Currently studying for exam. Oh, good luck. Newer to your channel, but I adore your videos. What's your favourite kind of word? Oh, thank you. Is it Sierra it's pronounced? To be honest, I do like making medical videos. That's probably why I do them a lot. And I do like being creative and stuff, but they just take so much work, and then they never perform very well, and I feel like, what's the point? Beauty ones and things, yeah, but I think it's because I've worked in the industry for a while, you know, and I'm trained in it and everything. I did a lot of work with products, skincare and all that stuff. I just get fed up with doing it. I don't really like doing those videos, because, and especially because I've got bad wrists and stuff. Like if I'm doing massages and stuff and things like that, I get pains and stuff, which is one of the reasons why I had to stop doing the beauty stuff, because of the toll it was taking on my body with all the massages and stuff. So I don't really get as much joy out of that. But I'm trying to, you know, alter things a bit. But like I did the tweezers in that video, you know, I did eyelashes and brows the other day, so I haven't done one of them for a while. That weren't too bad because it was just like, you know. But when, if I'm doing massages or like, I don't mind doing makeup, but because I have to make so much sound effects with the makeup, it's quite time consuming. Oh, you're playing a game. Love the Halloween video. Hi, Aria. Hi, Amy. Oh, thank you. Thank you for watching. Yeah. But like things like with my beauty and that, I want to link that more to my lifestyle stuff. I just need to be consistent with it. I'm finding that I haven't been very consistent with that channel. And then I start to be, and then I've slacked off again. I need to like start doing what I was doing the other week, if you know what I mean. To be honest with you, I don't really experience the tingle sensation, if you know what I mean. Like, and I can't think of anywhere in real life apart from one time, and that was probably, I don't know, maybe 12 years ago, something like that, at hairdressers, and I was having my hair washed at this salon I hadn't been to before. I had this weird, like, full-on relaxed sensation, but that was it. I've never had it again before that. In videos, I don't particularly, and there's been a couple of videos with some people, I can't think off the top of my head now who or what videos or whatever, that I've had sort of the sensation, but it's, to me, it's more like for relaxation purposes, and just, you know, and that's why when I make my videos, I don't necessarily make the videos for people to experience, say, ASMR. I just, as long as I can make people relaxed, or, you know, just entertained for a little bit, you know, or just feel like they've got like a friend, you know, like raising awareness and stuff like that, which is why I do certain things and try to make sure that I've got as much information as possible. I know it's probably like a bit like, nobody does that, Nick. Why are you doing that? It's just what I am, you know, my channel, like my name, I just, it's all about keeping it real, raising awareness about stuff. Just, yeah, I mean, I'm probably, you know, some people think, oh, really, I just want to listen to this and that, but I don't know, that there's more to. Okay, bye, Jode. Mwah. Speak to you soon. Thanks for checking in. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know. That's why I try to I don't know, I just kind of just be me and do me, really. But that was my first memory note on personal triggers. I don't really know. I do like when people like do a lot of face personal attention. There's been a couple of people that have done some fast videos. I thought, oh, that's a bit strange. That's quite nice-ish. But I don't know. It's just all quite very short-lived and very strange. Hi, Myra. Thanks, Aria. Love your child discovered even he's not doing Oh, thank you. So you found me because I'm a lifestyle channel, is that right? Then come over to my ASMR, is that what you mean? Because if that's so, that's pretty awesome. Outside or in stores, what you mean, like a salon kind of thing? Oh, well, that's good. I haven't actually heard anyone say to me they've found me through my lifestyle channel and come to ASMR, so I'm quite happy about that. That's quite good. Because obviously I know there's going to be, to a degree, a different kind of viewers on there. But obviously I've got a lot of my ASMR viewers. That's quite good. I'm sorry, Barry, to hear that. Oh. Well, I don't particularly have a target audience, really. I just do whatever I do. If you like it, you like it. You don't have to be any age, just anyone. So, don't particularly, you know. Obviously, I've got feedback on my channel from my stats. It tells me what age range is usually watching and stuff like that. But me personally, I don't necessarily aim for a certain age. But it's nice to have you here, and I really am sorry about your wife. Thank you so much, Barry. I really do appreciate that. Thank you. Hi, unknown. How tall am I? It's a very strange question. Small. That's how tall. So you've got tough medical exams. Oh God, I hope I'm all right with my videos. When I hear like medical staff go on about it, I'm thinking, oh God, there's me pretending, and these people put all their hard work and effort in. So I hope I'm all rightish as a fake doctor. But good luck with your exams. I hope you smash them. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people don't, and I always find that there's a lot of stigma behind ASMR anyway, but it's the way people stereotype it, if you know what I mean. It's just because, like, and especially when you see like celebrities and different people, they try to do ASMR kind of thing, and they're just like taking the pee out of it. That's all it is. I'm thinking, and they do these videos just to get like, and using the ASMR name to kind of like get more out there and stuff like that. I see it all the time, and I see it on people on TikTok. They don't do ASMR, but they do some and then tag in ASMR, which is fair enough. You tag what you want to tag. I mean, I tag things in, but I'm just like, as soon as you say something, they're like, oh, that's all that tapping and whispering, isn't it? Do you know, that bugs me so much, because I'm like, why are you stereotyping? It doesn't mean that I'm just constantly like this. Drives me mad. And then when I get the comments of people, well, this isn't ASMR, you're not whispering, and I'm just like, really? And then when people are like, well, this isn't ASMR, I'm thinking, well, everyone has a preference. Like when I've done like fast videos, this isn't ASMR, but everyone's idea of ASMR is different, isn't it? You know, not everyone's the same. And like, as I previously said, I don't just do these videos to give the ASMR feeling. I mean, I have a lot of viewers that don't necessarily get tingles, but they watch for relaxation purposes. I'm just like, it's not ASMR to you, but to that person it is. And then I think sometimes when people get these like negative comments, like in my thing about this isn't ASMR, then I've got people going, well, it is for me, it's for me. I feel like sometimes them comments can make other viewers feel inadequate. Like, oh, so am I, for example, especially if you're younger or something like that, they're like, oh, do you think like I'm weird because I like that and not that? Do you understand what I mean? I feel it's a little bit, it can make people feel inadequate. Do you get my point? Yeah, exactly that, Glow. It isn't for me. That's what I was trying to explain. Sorry, I'm getting hot in here. It's more like, it is to just relax people, you know, help people sleep and stuff. To me, I don't really focus on the idea of the tingle type thing. I just think as well it makes things sound a bit awkward sometimes because people look at me and go, tingles. Do you know what I mean? They get the wrong kind of idea around it. But like, to me, that's all I say. It's just about, you know, and like me, I've watched some videos by people and I just find them so entertaining. It just takes escape from reality for a little bit. Do you know what I mean? Like watching people act, like Shani, for example, when she does some of her videos, and like Jodie when she does her psycho girlfriends and stuff, I just find it so entertaining and a bit away from things that it helps me to chill out and relax a little bit. You know, and I think sometimes, like with the ASMR thing, I think with the tingles and that, I feel that's a bit like back then, if you know what I mean. And bear in mind, I haven't been doing it as long as half the people. I'm just going to have to open my window, guys. I'm in this like small little room. I've shut the window because obviously the car's going past on the main road. It can be quite noisy, but I am literally sweating. Look at me. Well, that's the point though, isn't it? I mean, people are so quick, usually the ones without profile picture, you know, they're so quick to go, oh, that's not ASMR, or oh, well, it just shouldn't be done like that. And I'm thinking, right, you do it then. Do you know what I mean? There's not one size fits all. And that's why people just seem to know it as, oh, that tapping, oh, the whispering. And I'm kind of like, no, not really. There's a lot more to it than that. And I feel like if people saying just, oh, the whisper or tapping, I feel like they're undervaluing my work and people's work. Do you understand what I mean? Because I'm so much more goes into these videos than just somebody sitting there tapping. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's different kind of quality of content out there, you know, and some quality content that's not necessarily the most thought out or whatever, they do amazing. But the people, you know, if you are putting all that time and effort in, money, time, you know, putting all your hard work in and effort for them to somebody go, oh yeah, it's just that tapping that is. Yeah, it's just the tapping and the whispering. It makes me feel not valued enough for my work that I do. Does that make sense? And I feel like it devalues other creators as well, which that's what I don't like. Yeah, that's what I mean. I mean, there's all sorts of different forms of meditation and relaxation stuff. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's some people are ignorant, and they don't want to know. They're not willing to learn anything. They're not willing to listen, unfortunately. Yeah, and they do see it as weird whispering, don't they? And just think, oh, that's weird and stuff like that. But you know, if people want to think it's weird, then that's their choice. But you know, I just don't like the way people just automatically jump, oh, that is. I'm always like, no, it's not just that. Like, you know, I literally make a point of it. And they're like, oh. And I thought, well, it's a lot more to it than that. Because I thought, you know, I don't just sit there whispering and tapping on something. I mean, for those people who do that, fair enough, you know, respect to them. But You know, I don't know why that's just got the thing by it now. It's like stuck to it, isn't it? Thanks, Cynthia. And Jacqueline, thank you. Yeah, it's just a very... It's misunderstood, I think, isn't it, a lot of the time? You know, but like I said, because it's hard for me because I don't really get the tingle sensation, like, that's what I'm trying to explain to people. It's just, I always say it's relaxation videos and helping people to sleep. That's how I describe it to people, because I feel like that's what it is personally. So your friend opened her locked, and she locked it. One of your cranial videos was open. I was like, oh my god, that's cool. That's really cool. Oh, filmmaking. Now I tell you now, that's what I mean. I mean, people just like, they always go get a real job, and I find that so offensive, because this is the new era. This is where the world's going. Like, it's technology, isn't it, and social media and all that kind of thing now, and it has its negatives, but it also has its amazing positives. And hi, Lexi. And I just think it is a real job, because, and you don't understand the time and effort. You know what I mean? I don't know about you, Glow, or any other creators if you're in here. It is time consuming. Like, I've spent a fortune, and I've spent so much time in like everything, and I'm thinking I probably work more hours and harder than you say you do at another job, but I would never say to someone, oh, you don't work hard enough, or get a real job. Like, I just don't understand it, to be honest. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's been here for years, and I mean, how many creators now that I know, like big ones that have been here over 10 years? Like 10 years, that's like massive. Like my daughter was like 1. That was like donkeys ago, do you know what I mean? And I'm like, I think I'm one of the newbies. Like, by doing it only 4 years, like, you know, I'm the new one of the new ones, even though there's a lot of newer people now as well. I'm just thinking, you've gone past that now. Oh, that, I hate that. I see it all the bloody time. Get a real job, and I'm just thinking, like, get a real job. What is a real job? Do you think a real job is sitting at a desk 9 to 5? Is that what people think? Like, I'm not saying they don't work hard. My husband is basically, this is his workspace, you know, but he works like Monday to Friday, and he doesn't do 9 till 5. He does different hours earlier, and finishes a bit earlier. You know, and he like works his butt off, do you know what I mean? But it's a complete different thing. As soon as he's finished work, that's it, he's done with it. Me, constantly got my phone, this, that and the other. If there's a comment come up, gotta do this, think about what to post to social media. Have I shared it? Oh, it's just constant, like, work, social media. But I do like it, you know, and like I said, I'm trying to grow my social medias. I want to grow my other channel. I want to do other things than just ASMR, do you know what I mean? And, you know, I see people like that do TikTok and stuff, you know, and people say, oh, TikTok's your job. Like, you know, but yeah, social media is their job, isn't it? I mean, like, I said to somebody, I said, oh, do you think about starting a YouTube? No, that's so much hard work. And I was sat there and thought, do you know what? I feel great that somebody said that they think doing a YouTube channel is so much hard work, because I felt valued then, that they think that was going to be hard work, and they're quite big on TikTok. So I thought, yeah, you know, that's quite nice to think that's somebody thinks that's hard work, because yeah, it is. But thinking, I'm trying to do the YouTube side of it and my social medias as well, and I'm thinking this is just ridiculous. But I do like it though. I do have my aims in life. I've got my goals, you know. Yeah, I mean, that's what I mean. People watch different people for different reasons, you know, or they mix it up a bit, or, you know, you might say, come to me just because you want to relax a little bit, or but then you want to say experience a certain thing and go back to that person, and I think that's great to have, and that's why I feel like there's always a space for some creator, if you know what I mean, because everyone likes different. That's what I mean, it's so expensive. I mean, like this camera I've got now, like the only reason he got it me so I can have better live streams and for my podcast. That was quite expensive, do you know what I mean? The mics, or when a cable breaks, or when this breaks, you know, paying for the software, paying for licenses on things. You know, then you've got like certain apps to do photos, thumbnails with, like every little thing, it adds up. You know, then you've got your audio software, you've got your editing software for your video together. And then obviously you need a better internet speed. Oh, it's just an absolute nightmare. And I can't afford a video editor. I don't earn enough to justify the cost of having an editor. So again, I have to have all my time doing the editing, you know. And I'm by far no expert. Literally, I just wing it. I can't do any of these special effects. And some people, they do so much awesome like editing. I'm just like, I wish I could do that, but to be honest with you, I ain't got the time to learn, even if I wanted to. As long as I can do the basic stuff, if I want to do something else, I Google it, watch a YouTube video, and then I'm done with it. Do you know this famous person? No, but you know what I mean? I mean, some people are so fascinated, genuinely fascinated by it. You know, and the idea of being like a YouTuber and stuff like that, I really quite like that. And I'm quite open about that. I like what I do, you know, I like being in the public eye and doing stuff. I quite like that. And I like providing things for people. So, like with you guys just sitting here with me now, all 65 of you, hello guys, say hello. You know, because you're spending your time just chilling out and watching me chat, and I think that is so awesome. You know, and if you watch my videos and stuff like that, you know, it's really nice, and I really genuinely do appreciate it. But it is nice to know that you guys get satisfaction out of watching my videos in some way or another. So I do like that, and that's encouragement to keep going. So, oh, the editing, Lexi, is just hard work. And thank you for saying my hair's nice as well. I've literally just washed it and like straightened it up. It looks a bit strange in this kind of light, but I am going lighter again. I've had enough of being too dark now. But I'm only having foil, so I'm not going to go back to full head bleach because I want to protect my condition. I'm trying to grow my hair. As you can tell, it is growing, guys. How awesome. So I'm trying to get it down, and I do like the effect of the foils. It gives different tones. So that's the plan, is just keep, like this time I've just had highlights again, and she just put a bit of light brown across my root area because of my greys. But I am having foils, just that's permanently. So obviously it's going to gradually get lighter because they separate it just for that, and then whatever's left is going to be that colour, so it's gradually going to get lighter. But I just feel a bit, it picks my mood up, do you know what I mean? Like being just brighter, it matches more how I am rather than the negative depressive side of me, if I'm really honest. But yeah, I'm never going to go full bleach blonde like that again. It's just, to me now, it's outdated. I've had enough of it, but I miss blonde, so I've got to go blonde, but foils. Yeah, thanks, though. I've been working hard on it, you know, trying to hold out and wash it a bit longer, you know, watching what I dry it on. If I'm straightening my hair, I'll make sure I've got my stuff on it and things like that. But yeah, you know, it's getting there anyway. I mean, it was absolutely terrible. which is obviously with the foils, it's better for your hair. And you know, and they don't use a mega strong bleach on my hair anymore either. And then obviously with me having treatments and what I use at home, and then the shampoo and stuff, so it's working. But it's gradually getting longer and thicker, so which is good. Thanks, Cynthia. Hi, Chrissy. Better late than ever. How are you? I found out about ASMR. So there's a TV programme here in the UK called This Morning. I was watching that, and Emma Whispers Red was on there one day, and I literally was fascinated by what she was doing. I thought, oh, that looks quite relaxing. Me, I love going to spas, anything relaxation and stuff. So there's me trying to Google it. I couldn't remember her name for the life of me, and I couldn't remember like what it was. Finally found it, didn't I, on YouTube. I was like, oh. And I listened to it, and then I fell asleep like the first time because I grew up terrible with sleep. Then when I started doing that, that's when I come across Gentle Whispering, Maria. And so they were the first two that I really kind of, you know, and then gradually I started finding more people. But it was mainly Emma and Maria that kind of inspired me to start my own channel, really. It was them that I'd look at and think, do you know what? I could do what they do. So they were my inspiration, really. No, don't worry, Steph, honestly. Totally understand, and, you know, you don't have to be here, so don't feel you need to, honestly. Hi, Belen? Ian, thank you. Sarah, hello. No, I don't have any holiday plans, actually, if I'm really honest. We were meant to have gone away last week, but because we had Max, they wouldn't allow 3 dogs, so we had to cancel. Originally we were going to Mexico, but that was costing me like $5.5 grand, and then we decided to buy a house instead, so we cancelled it. Obviously lost the deposit, annoyingly. So then we decided to book last week and go to somewhere near the Cotswolds in the UK for the week, and the kids were going to go to Centre Parks with the in-laws. They still went to Centre Parks with the in-laws, but we didn't go because obviously with Max, and other than we haven't got anywhere booked. Just kind of been catching up with work, kind of chilling out really, and you know, hopefully some day trips and stuff like that. I don't really know. Yeah, the chair's alright. We've actually had this now for like, what, 4 years or something, and it's just started to rip on the chair. So we're looking at getting a new one, but I think we're going to go for the fabric one this time. But yeah, it's quite alright. I just find that the base can be a little bit hard, really. But you know, it's alright. Not cheap though, but. Can't wait to see. No, normally I'm hoping. I mean, I just can't believe, because like the bit underneath, that was literally like shaved to my head, and it's literally like come right down now. It's virtually the same length, and I haven't had it cut just when I went, and I'm not having it cut next time. And then I'm just gonna have like a slight trim to kind of tidy it up a little bit. I'm more about working on the colour at the moment and trying to keep the condition and just getting it down as long as I can, really. And it's great because I can wear my headband now, especially with the heat. I get really hot here. It means I can whack it back and I can get it nice now, and I can just about get it in a little bobble. So if I want to like whack it up, I can. But yeah, I miss my blonde, and I haven't had my hair properly long for ages. I don't know realistically how long it's going to grow. Because of the full head bleach, it was limiting the growth. But my hair used to grow well when I had foils, so. But I was looking back through some of my videos the other day, and I was looking back to how short my hair gone. I was like, bloody hell. And then I was looking back, I thought, that is perfect. I wish it was like that length. And then I was looking at my new videos and thinking, my hair's growing. It's getting good. So yeah, it's good. I am, yes, growing my hair. Oh, thanks, Steph. I really appreciate that. That's the thing. I know I'll never truly know, but the thought that I'll help people is comforting. Yeah, so I've done a couple of videos of my daughter, like last year and stuff like that. But then I didn't really do any. It was just annoying, you know, where we lived and stuff like that. It wasn't really practical because there was no soundproofing. I couldn't set up, as I described earlier in the live. There wasn't really, it wasn't practical. But she always asked me to come in my videos, so obviously she's been asking me to do like a face and stuff. And then she was, I know, shall I do it in a video? And I went, maybe, you know, so she kept asking me. So we decided to do some videos. But it means that, you know, we spend a bit of time together, and it is absolutely hilarious. Seriously, we are in hysterics, laughing our head off. I can't show the bloopers because she's speaking, faces the camera and stuff. It's a shame really because the bloopers are amazing. She doesn't want to be on camera properly, and personally, it's my choice. I don't want her on camera. Don't feel comfortable with her speaking and facing the camera full on or anything like that. Some people are like, why aren't you speaking? I mean, because she doesn't want to and I don't want her to. Simple. You know, I respect what my daughter wants. She's 11 at the end of the day. I'm happy with her just being like this. And that's why I don't show too much of her or anything, you know, for her safety and privacy. But it just means that she's got all this to look back on. And I think it'd be so awesome, like, you know, like if I'm gone or whatever, to look back, oh, I did that with my mum, and, you know, they're there, aren't they, for us to look back on. And, you know, if YouTube say didn't exist, I've got them all, like, backed up and stuff. It's just nice for her to look back on and have them memories, you know. It's quite nice, and she loves doing it, and then she gets pampered out of it. I mean, Sunday's video, I did an eye exam video with her, and she was giving me these ideas. She went, I know, for that bit, because she really wanted to do the colour vision book. She went, can I just put the paddles up of the colours instead so I can do it? And I went, go on then. So I thought we'd do it a way where she can take part of it, but without speaking and stuff. So I was like, she was like, I said to her, which colour is the closest to, say, the middle bit? And she would put up a palette, paddle like this, right? Yeah, that's it. And then we're doing like cards and stuff. I was like, this is a cat. To be honest, I've left some things that I would have edited out normally, but I've left them in because they're quite cute and quite funny. So I've left those in, but that's this Sunday's video. But yeah, it's quite cool. But yeah, we do plan to keep doing videos as long as she's comfortable, as long as I'm comfortable with it. There was not going to be ones like every single week. I know I've done a few for now, but you know, it's finding the right videos to do that are keeping her privacy and stuff like that. But it's just nice, and I find there's a lot of unintentional like ASMR triggers and stuff, which I think is quite nice. But yeah, I can definitely pamper you, Glow. I mean, you're just going to have to come over here. Can my mum? Oh, your mum? What do you mean me? I'm really confused now. You threw me off. Threw me off. Hi, Peter. Hi, Emma. You're very welcome. Hey, am I? Hey, am I? I'm sorry, I'm terrible at pronouncing names and things. If you've watched me a long time, you know I'm just the worst. Hi, Aska, is it? Akash did it. Yeah, we used to have a fabric one before I started ASMR and stuff, but I just found it just gathered the hair too much. My son's got a fabric one, but we was contemplating, do we go for the real leather or do we go for the faux leather again? But I think we're going to go for the fabric. Get a ticket, woman. Come on. Because wouldn't that be so cool? Well, that's so cool. I was so gutted though that I couldn't meet you when you were here. Everyone was just ill. I was like ill for weeks. It was just ridiculous. Yeah, I mean, you know, sometimes I'm like cars where I'm hot, especially at the minute, because I just keep this is what I'm like. If I've got no makeup on and I'm sweating in here and there's a window open, that's how hot I am. Whereas in the studio, there's nothing. You know, I've got my vents taped up, I've got blinds, then I've got insulation. It's got a thing for me. That is so annoying. I'm gonna have to get him to turn that off, you know, because every time I put my hands up, when I was trying to do it the other day, I was practicing, put my hand up to get it to stop and stuff, weren't having any of it. Now today, I'm doing it accidentally, and it started moving. So annoying. Huh. Anyway, don't mind me moaning at the camera and all. Oh, thanks, Louise. Appreciate that. Hi, Andrea. Thank you very much. Hi, Is it Evelyn? I think so. Thank you for checking in. My normal accent is so cute. It's not. I think it's just because I talk more fast, louder, more lazy with my words. I think that's the difference from my videos. Is it Charla? Charla? Is it? Charla? Thank you. Well, thank you for checking in. When you see my name, at least you saw my name pop up. Yeah, it's just like certain things, because obviously she's young, isn't she? She's got ideas and things, and she'll say stuff, and I'm like, yeah, that's fine, we can do that, but no, that you're too much on the camera, or you know, and like to get her input and stuff. She, you know, she goes, shall I do this? Shall I do that? And I'm like, yeah. She goes, why don't you use that? And I went, yeah, that's a good idea. But it's just so funny. We do laugh at our heads off. My husband's like, all I can hear is you pair giggling. It's just hilarious. I know, it's weird. I didn't know what I thought about the tracking, because I was like, I didn't want it on. But then when it was on, it was fine. But then I put my hand up and it stopped moving. So then I was like, how do I get it back on? I can't get it back on. But it's just working now. Yeah, everyone was sick around the same time, because I remember that you said you were ill, and I had a cough. I think it was about 10 weeks in total I was ill. It was just continuous. Flu, ear infection, then my daughter died, then we got ill again. It was just an absolute nightmare. Thank God it's gone. I hope it doesn't bloody come back either. Don't know what the hell it was. Still think it was the newest strain of COVID that we're on about, because it seemed to be causing everyone to have ear infections. It was just so strange. I haven't been ill though since like 2019, when I had suspected COVID in the December. I was poorly then until the June. It was a nightmare. Hi Eleanor. Oh God. You are welcome. Thank you for watching. I'm sorry to hear about that. I know exactly what you mean. Take it on about borderline. Charla. Got it. Hi Kill Time. Hello. Thank you very much. To be honest with you, I haven't been doing great the last probably week or so with my neck. To be honest with you, I think it's because I've done so much work in the garden. You know, it started off when I was doing everything out the front, and you know, it's digging and planting, and then I did the back garden. We dug all the bits out and planted it. It was just so hard work, especially because we're like on a new estate. The floors are literally just virtually like stones and like brick everywhere and stuff, and I don't think that's helped. When it comes to like a proper like flare of like aches everywhere and stuff, I haven't particularly had that. But the last week or so, especially last few days, my like neck is killing me, like really kind of on, and I've had a bit of headache on and off, and I've had a headache today as well. I was thinking, God, this headache starts to feel like it's going to turn into a migraine. Luckily it didn't, touch wood, because I was like, I hope not, because I need to come live, do you know what I mean? Can't just not go live on like a few hours before. So it was it's all right, but I don't know whether that is my slip disc, or whether it's my arthritis, or it's the fibro, or it could be mixed two. So yeah, Alright, let me just catch up with the comments. Hi, Jean. Thank you. You don't like the alien ones? Yeah. Sometimes, you know, I've liked to pop in something different. I don't do it very often, if I'm honest, anything random. But I just felt one day, do you know what? I've had so many people keep saying, can you do a similar type of video? So I thought, you know what, I'm just going to do another one. I knew it particularly wouldn't be a lot of cup of tea for everyone, but it was quite fun. I quite enjoyed it. And not so much the hairdresser one, but the other one, I actually quite like doing that. Oh, so you've got a flare up, have you, Cynthia? Yeah, it's just, I hate migraines. They're the bloody worst. I say they're so like, oh. Thank you, Star. Lilia, I can't pronounce it, but thank you. Thank you, Kill Time. I do tend to talk fast. It's kind of, I could just go on, like waffle on really fast. I just don't stop talking. So it's really weird when I do my videos and people always say like I sound different, but everyone in my family says I don't sound any different. It's literally just my viewers, which I find strange. But I don't actually put an accent on or anything. I just talk slower, clearer, and just, I don't know, I just get into it really. But it's just 'cause I'm lazy when I'm talking normal and I just waffle on. Yeah, see, I never thought about the heat, to be honest, and I have been like really like suffering with the heat. It doesn't help, does it, when like technically I'm in the menopause? I never know if I'm in the menopause, you know, or I'm classed as post-menopause now. Also menopause. And I thought, oh my god, I ran out of HRT, didn't I? I was like, absolutely. That reminds me, I need to take my meds in a sec, guys. It's already a bit late. Literally, I was thinking, oh no, I can't go without any, especially in the heat. So I went on the other day and quickly ordered my meds. And I was thinking, God, I hope like the doctor does them in time. Luckily, my new doctors, bam, sorted it right out. I thought, thank God. So I took it today, didn't I? I was thinking, I can't go without them. Get hot enough. Did that person say? Yeah, that's what I've got, borderline personality disorder. That's my one mental health issue anyway. But yeah, I totally get it. Last year I started to have a bit of a moment again. But that's when the doctor started to mess with all my medication. It just made me worse. And then it took me off my antidepressant, which I have to have. And he was like, no, you don't need it. Because then he started to go, oh no, you got bipolar. I was like, I haven't got bipolar. I got told this ages ago. And then it was like, wham, completely down, didn't it? Completely down. Because he thought it was a great idea. And then he didn't want me to go back on it again. Then he wanted me to go on something else. And I said, I'm not going on anything else. Because the side effects are even worse. And I'm happy on this. I've been on it for years. Finally got him to bloody get me on it. Guess what? Oh. Virtually normal again. When I say normal, I mean normal for me. As in stable normal. That's just my nightly concoction. Then I have ones in the morning as well. It's the only way I keep functioning. And I ain't ashamed of it either, which is why I'm quite open about it. You know. Because I've tried to mess around my meds and it's just made me go like this. If you need medication to function, then so be it. So yeah. Oh, you found me after the bubble bath series video. Oh, thank you very much. Oh, you're very welcome. God, that was ages ago now, wasn't it? Happy birthday for yesterday, Finlay. Hope you had a nice day. Justine. There you go. I always call you Forrest because I don't know what else to say. No, this is just my job's a content creator. That's what I always say. This is my job. I haven't had a other job for, well, God knows when. Way before I even started YouTube, because I was just, you know, teaching me kids, being a mom, you know. With my mental health, it wasn't, I couldn't really work or do sort of a, you know, your typical normal job. Oh, God, that was ages ago now. I spoke to Sarah a few months ago when we were on about doing another collab. It can't be in person because she's in the US, but and she was moving, so I think she's moved now. So she did mention us collabing again towards the end of summertime. So hopefully we'll do that. Emmy, do I remember you? I recognise your name, but I don't know. Where from? It's trial and error. I mean, to be honest with you, I mean, I started getting ill, like, I had anorexia in my teens. Always had issues, but obviously I'm autistic, so I didn't know. Then it was like, just got worse, and that's when I had my first bout of like major depression, but obviously it was untreated and I didn't know, and I was just like hallucinating, like, you know, I was just like totally, you know. And then I've been in and out of the system ever since I was like 17, 18. I'm now 37, so NHS kind of useless, refused to help me many years ago, so I've had to go private since. I've tried all sorts of medication. I've had different diagnoses thrown at my face. I've had more recent kind of proper assessments and stuff. That's when I found out I was autistic, and then obviously my other mental health issues, and the fact that, you know, I've got complex PTSD and major depressive disorder. So like, you've got, say, normal, I hate to say normal person, then that's their norm, that's my norm. When say your typical normal person goes low, they're there. But when I get low, I'm there, and I never get a there. So when a normal person gets high, I'm there and there. So I'm always like a low, I'm always depressed, basically, depressive type thing, and then I will drop and stuff. I sort of get hyperactive at times. We are wondering whether I've got ADHD, because certain things, especially how I get my hyperactive moments, but it's nothing like with bipolar and stuff. I told him I'm not bipolar. I said that to him, this new doctor I was seeing. You know, and then obviously when my PTSD got diagnosed, that no one ever addressed that for such a long time, but then I never really spoke to them about the nightmares, the flashbacks and all that kind of stuff. And to be honest, since being diagnosed, I've come to terms with it, and it's sort of helping my recovery of that, if you like. However, the last few days I had something happen at the weekend, and the nightmares have started again now, so it hasn't been a good week for sleep, to be honest. Unfortunately, it's triggered it off. But so because it's complex PTSD, certain things can trigger the trauma, any trauma of the past, and all my traumas become a big trauma. So like something so small can be classed as a trauma to me, and then it will be added on to all my traumas, and then that's why it becomes complex. This is what they've explained to me. It's quite crazy, really. So then obviously when something happened on the weekend, it's kind of set off all my nightmares from the trauma that I experienced as a teen. It's so complicated. I suppose why it's called complex PTSD, isn't it, really? But you know. Yes, I remember, Emmy. Yes, I do. I hope you had a nice birthday. Yeah, James, there's no point. Like, there's so much stigma around it. But my channel is all about being brave and being you. That is why I started the channel with that name, because that's just what I stand for. There's just no need to not talk. I don't care. You know, people can slight me for having mental health issues or whatever. I just don't care. That is one thing will never faze me ever, because, you know, I've been through so much shit, like through all sorts of stuff, and with mental health, right? But I'm still here, standing, and I don't care that I need medication to function, to be quite honest with you. Is it stop moving? No. I don't care that I need medication to function. I'm quite open about that. It doesn't bother me, because I know if I weren't on medication, I wouldn't be here. Simple. Because when I wasn't on this particular concoction I'm on, I ended up in hospital, and I'm not going to go into it because it's going to be a trigger warning. So I'm quite open about it, and I think it should be. Men, women, whoever, should be something that's openly spoken about, to be quite honest with you. Yeah, so the menopause is tough, isn't it? I mean, it's hard for me because I already had, obviously, my mental health issues when I went into the menopause. What the hell is this camera doing? Is it zooming in on me? Do you know what it's doing? Oh my god, guys. I think hubby needs to tell me what the hell's going on. Sorry guys, if I'm like zooming in and going all over the shop. That is so awful. Stop doing that. Oh my, why is it doing that? Oh. I'm gonna have to stop that, guys. It's driving me bonkers. It's meant to have the head tracking on, but for some reason it's constantly zooming in and out. That must be so annoying to watch, because it's annoying me and I'm there. Anyway, sorry guys. Yeah, I was already on mental health meds before I had the surgery, so. Yeah, I had risperidone when I was like 17, 18, because of the hallucinations that I was having. They wanted to see if they worked. Basically, if they didn't work, such as concoction I was on, they said it could be like schizophrenia. Obviously it did work, so they said it was just due to untreated major depression. It was quite complex, to be honest with you. One day I might speak about everything that I experienced, because it's a lot. It's really intense and very complex and long-winded. I had started writing a book a few years ago. Then my neighbour decided to plough into me outside my house and then lied about me being in the car, even though I was in the car. My daughter was in the car, and my daughter's obviously autistic, young, and she was panicked to get in the car, and I hurt my neck and everything, which is probably what caused my slip disc, and all that kind of stuff. And it just stopped me writing it. Stopped it completely. Triggered off my PTSD, and obviously back then I saw somebody, because of the accident, she said I had complex PTSD. It was just an absolute mess, but I haven't picked up the keyboard since to type. I would like to, but it's so raw. And I sent it to some publishers and stuff, and so many people said they're so raw, it's so great, a lot really good. I'm not looking for that at the moment. Some of the feedback I had from some people in New York was absolutely incredible, and they didn't need to even reply to me, never mind say those things to me. You know, it was something that maybe I would like to go back to. I was virtually finished, to be honest with you. But it's just so raw, and some of the things, once it's out there, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? So I don't know, but yeah, that's what's you know. I'm so hot, guys. I'm absolutely fucking roasted. Okay. I'm sorry, I've had to press the preset. I'm not so zoomed in now. It's driving me insane. Sorry, guys. Sorry. I'm getting distracted by this new toy. I've got oil on my face as well tonight. I haven't put moisturiser on. Hasn't helped. Oh, we all have hard times though, don't we, Eleanor? I mean, we all experience different stuff in different things. I mean, some of the crap, it didn't help. My borderline was triggered by the abuse, and so was the PTSD. But it does, yeah. Well, if you like personal shopper videos, my love, I have literally just ordered some new underwear, like pyjama things and that, for a video, because I said before that I don't mind doing a new lingerie kind of shop role play roughly every 6 months. It's been about 6 months now, so I have bought some new ones. As soon as they arrive, I'll do the video, because I know you guys love that video, and obviously you always gone about how much I help with body confidence, giving you ideas and things, and obviously my viewers are mostly women, about like 80% women, so you know, I thought I'll do another one, because you know you like personal shoppers, show and tell type things and that, so I thought I would do that for you, because at the minute I don't want to do too many personal shoppers. I know some people say they like them, but it's only like a handful of people, but I know that people like this one, and it's quite a nice one to do, you know, like showing the underwear and stuff, and they're making all like different kind of sounds and different stuff like that. So I will be doing one of them. That will be coming in July. As soon as the order has come, I will be doing one. So I'll probably do some measuring in it, some body confidence talk, and different stuff like that, really. Yeah, it's just kind of, my mental health's really complex, if I'm honest. It's just hard for me to explain in such a short thing like this. It's a bit different than that. I'm not a doctor, no. I'm not a medical professional at all. I've had a lot of experiences with issues with mental health and physical health. So a lot of things come from personal experiences, or from I've known people, and I do a lot of research beforehand to try and get it quite, you know, accurate. That's the point, isn't it? You know, you wouldn't have shame around somebody being asthmatic. I am asthmatic, not as extreme as what some people are, but there's not really much stigma around that, is there? Or, you know, someone if they've got diabetes or epilepsy or something like that, things are quite accepted. But as soon as it's when you can't see it, or it's your mind, it's frowned upon, or you know, oh, get over it, you'll be fine, go for a walk, go for a bath and stuff. It doesn't work like that. You know, obviously I've got one that's a chemical imbalance, which is major depressive disorder, so it means that's always me having recurrent depression whenever. Obviously complex PTSD, it was triggered from my trauma as a teen, as the borderline was. But borderline personality is so complex, there's so much to it, and people don't realise, they don't understand it, and there's a lot of stigma about it. And then because you get one person who's in such and such way, it makes everyone look like that, and it's just not like that at all. I mean, for example, like Amber Heard, when she was going through her stuff, they diagnosed her with borderline, but I think she was more of a narcissistic slash antisocial personality. From what I know, I saw many professionals, but because she was the way she was, us borderlines were looking absolutely like psychos, as in like things that a psychopath would do. We were looking, getting accused of being abusers and stuff like that. It was terrible, to be honest. I wouldn't particularly say I was a fan or not a fan of Taylor Swift, if I'm honest. You know, her songs will come on and I'll be like singing to them and that, but I wouldn't say, oh my god, kind of thing. It is a bit, isn't it? It's stopped moving now, though. It's weird. It's quite good, I suppose, because if I'm like that, it would still stay tracked on me. Yeah, so I was on Prozac like many moons ago, but it just didn't do anything for me. Diazepam I used to be on, but my usual one I take is lorazepam. Diazepam doesn't touch me at all, no matter what level I take. But I can take lorazepam and it doesn't do anything. Like if somebody else took it, they'd be knocked out with one pill. And I have certain amounts in the day, and I was like, that's the kind of thing they have in the bloody hospitals. And I was like, oh really? The doctor had to give me some actually recently when my mental health was crazy. So, and I ain't ashamed to say it either. Hi, Christina. Hi, Clue. How are you doing? Hi, Alice. It was all right, thank you. How was yours? Hi, Brittany. Yeah, that's right, isn't it? Yeah, 100% it did. It really did. And I was quite vocal about it at the time because I think it was so got us so misled. It really gave us such a bad name. It really did. It's so complex. There's so many different areas to it. And me with my how my borderline is, it's very across most of the categories of it. Um, I experience a lot with it, but how they portrayed it was absolutely disgusting, in my opinion. It was really they couldn't diagnose it without after such a short assessment. I mean, I've had so much assessment, like intense assessments for hours on end with different doctors and proper psychiatrists, and yeah, they just threw that word around, and I was thinking, no, she's classic narcissist, you know what I mean? Um, some people might be a bit narcissistic with borderline, but that's not really, she did not show much abandonment issues. I mean, she did at times, like when you don't leave me, then leave me. But that's the only real thing and I watched every single thing of the trial. Watched it all. I was so fascinated with it. But that is where I think they really annoyed me, and it added more stigma to it. And with my anorexia, what switched me was when they said they were going to put me into a facility, and I was literally like fainting all the time because I weren't eating. I won't talk about it too much in case it triggers anybody, so I will skip on from that now. But I'm okay, you know. But everyone's got their different reasonings to why it happens. A lot of people say it's about like controlling things and stuff. Like me, genuinely, because it was body image and feeling fat and stuff like that. But I'm not going to talk about that anymore. I don't want to trigger anybody off. So I apologise beforehand. Like, this is why I get a bit funny sometimes about talking about mental health and stuff, because I don't want to trigger people. It's like me, if it comes to anyone with SH or S, I can be seriously triggered. Or when it comes to like abuse in relationships and stuff and rape and that, can get seriously triggered. Like films and stuff like that, it is tough for me. Certain things don't, like talking about eating things, that doesn't trigger me. But everyone's different. Yeah, that's what I'm on at the moment. But that was the med that I was on, full dose. And he wanted me to stop it, so that's the one I took, and that was causing brain zaps. But now I'm back on it again. Thank God, it's a lifesaver. I am on a lot more meds, but I'm not going to go into the medication just because I don't feel comfortable with that. Hi Lee, nice to have you here for your first time. Hi Pepper. Thanks Cynthia. Yeah, I mean, I like to be honest about it because I want to try and normalise it. I want to make people feel accepted and understood a bit more. And that's when a lot of people get surprised that I get like that, but I thought it's kind of in the name of my channels. That's why my channels are called that. You know, it's important for like me to help people, because I felt quite isolated for a very long time, and you know, judged and stuff, and I wish I had a me back then. I mean, some of the things that I've experienced, they're messed up a big time. That would be a major trigger warning video if I ever did that. And it would be on the lifestyle channel. I wouldn't put it on here. But it's seriously like triggering for me if I talk about it even. But I want people to feel understood and accepted. Do you know what I mean? So that's why I try to talk about it, because I think it's important for others, say, are watching this thinking, oh yeah, I feel like that, oh I've gone through that, I accept. Do you know what I mean? It just makes you feel heard and a bit of comfort knowing it's not just you. That's why I'll speak about it, and I don't feel ashamed at all. At all. It doesn't faze me. And that's one thing you'll never ever anyone will take away from me, because I just don't care. It's really important for me, and that's one of the main reasons I actually do this, is to help people's mental health. That's a massive factor for me. Hi Sass, thank you very much. Yeah, I do try to do that, if I'm honest, without being too scary or anything like that. I think it's I've got something on my mouth now. I think it's really important. I try to make awareness when I can, or dropping things into the video to make sure, like with my heat stroke one, obviously I dropped in to make sure about wearing sun cream and stuff like that, just to make awareness on things. Alice, it's been okay, thank you. I don't think I've answered your question, have I, before? I'm sorry if I've repeated myself. Wayne, yeah, I will be doing an ear cleaning video. I left it a little bit on purpose. I didn't want to do, because I'm trying to do like I'm trying to do videos that people want to see, that I know people are going to want to watch, but I'm also trying to do them differently, if you know what I mean. But I feel like I do want to do another ear cleaning. I don't know whether I might film one of them tomorrow, actually, because I have no idea what I'm filming tomorrow yet. I have no idea. Hey Jay, thank you so much. Yeah, there will be more. The only thing is with me, I don't do a great deal. I don't really go many places, if I'm honest. That's why I don't always do, you know, do a lot of them. Because I just don't really go anywhere entertaining. Thanks, Tim. Natasha, I'm doing well. I hope you are. Enjoy your sleepover. Oh, Lee, I can't pronounce it. Brittany, it depends on the video, but they usually take me hours to film. I film 2 videos in a night. Literally depends. It depends on the how much I cock up. It depends on the noise. It depends just how long it takes me to do things. I'm not one that likes to rush, even though sometimes I can talk quite normal. I don't like to rush the videos. And to be honest, I've tried so many times to get videos about half an hour, and it just doesn't work. And even if they are half an hour, they're still like about 2 hours of footage. It's so annoying. Hi Snacks, is it? Thank you very much. Yeah, I do plan to do another one, actually, because I've had a few people ask me to do another one, because it was quite positive. So I wanted to do, especially with my type of channel and what I try to do, I didn't really want to be focusing on, yeah, change your body, change this, do this. I wanted it to be more of, you know, make sure you're doing what you want to do, because you can get addicted, because it doesn't always work and things like that. You don't need to change anything, you know, giving positive kind of feedback, which it still would be like that when I did it again, because, you know, and make sure it's like doing it for the right reasons. But some people do like that type of video, and some people do like to have Botox and stuff, especially as people are getting older. So some people like that type of video, so I will do another one, but I feel it's important to do it in the right way. Oh, thanks, Chrissy. Thanks, Arl, is it? Oh, you said alien video, and there's me bloody waffling about doing all my videos. Alien video, yeah, it would be about the same, couple of hours. Took me forever to the makeup though. Hello, Sarah from the UK as well. Yeah, I will have some more sit downs and chats. It just means as well that I can talk about a topic and focus on that topic, or, you know, whatever. Like if I'm doing it live, it's a lot of it's answering questions and stuff like that. I will have to go soon though, guys, because it is 9:45 and I'm starting to get tired now I've had my meds. Good night, Kurubra. I can't pronounce that. Enjoy your sleepover. But yeah, we've had about 62 viewers now. Anyone that's on would like to ask me a question before I head off, because, you know, I'm getting tired. So yeah, make sure you hit the subscribe button on this channel and give this video a thumbs up, please. I really would appreciate it. And if you could head over to Be Brave, Be You Lifestyle and follow that channel, I'd really appreciate it. There will be more Get Ready to Me. I'm going to start doing tutorials, hauls, some unboxings. There will also be podcasts coming next month with Joji Marie ASMR. Thank you. Yeah, I've got a thing for spots at the moment, so no plans at the moment, because obviously having the 2 channels is really hard work. So sitting doing this channel's, you know, and then my lifestyle channel, I'm trying to produce a lot of content on there now, so there's quite a lot of hard work. And then obviously I have started to do the channel for the dog. I say dog, Max's channel, but it's obviously going to feature all my animals on there. So yeah, it is getting late. I normally get a bit sleep, especially recently. I've started to get quite tired. I think with the heat, I haven't been sleeping very well, and plus I've got a film tomorrow night, so I'll be starting about 11ish. And when I've had my med, especially the one med, it makes me quite sleepy. I've been open about that before. I'm not really bothered. It doesn't do it all the time. It kicks in sometimes and not others. Thank you, everybody. Yeah, make sure you follow my social medias as well. Instagram, TikTok, Twitter and Facebook. You'll find me on all those. So, yeah. Lovely to see you all over there, because I will be popping on content on there. I am quite active on TikTok. So it'd be nice to see you there. Confidence. That's a hard question, because I don't always have the confidence. It's kind of having to just like believe in yourself, try to ignore whatever any negativity and stuff. It's hard, really. I can't really answer that question. I'm the worst sometimes when it comes to asking stuff like that, because I don't always do that. But you have to get to a point when you don't give a shit. Do you know what I mean? Where you just think, F it. Just, you know. I mean, I've gained a lot of weight, to be honest with you, and a lot of it's to do with my menopause, not the meds. My old meds put me weight on, but these haven't. A lot of it more to do with the menopause type of thing. and then like a couple of my videos, because I've stood up like with my daughter, they've turned around and like I've had people like, are you pregnant? Are you pregnant? Congratulations. And I'm thinking, even if I was pregnant, it's a bit of a rude thing to ask, because I'd tell you if I was, but I can't have kids now. So it's a little bit offensive in that way that I can't have children, but they're basically saying I'm fat. Do you know what I mean? And I'm just thinking, like, what the hell? Well, that's the thing, because I had a full hysterectomy, so I've had everything out, including cervix. I've got a slit like right the way across my pelvic. It's actually bigger than a C-section, because I had to get out all the blood vessels and everything that were wrapped around my womb and God knows what. So I've got like a pouch over, but then because I put so much weight on further through the menopause, I mean, I had the surgery about 7 years now, it's hard to shift it. But all these people now, they won't experience that till they're a bit older in life. But, you know, and sometimes it does get me down a little bit, but I just find it insulting when people just assume, oh, you're pregnant, congratulations. Then when they get called out, like me on one of them, I just went, nope. Other people saying it was rude, and then I just made like a sensible comment back. But it didn't actually offend me for being fat or not having kids. But there's some people that you could say that to, and you could trigger them because you said they're fat, or it could be because you triggered them that you can't have kids and you're just overweight. It's such a thing that you can't ask. I think it's so rude. Hi Daria. Daria? I can't pronounce it, but thank you so much. But yeah. So I'm going to go. So thank you so much everybody for checking in this live. It's been a bit quieter than normal, but we've had about 60 odd people occasionally. The next one of this will be at the end of July, and the exact date will be 28th of February. So I do live streams on Be Brave Be You ASMR on the last Friday of every month. So if you can check in, that'd be great. I will schedule it as well, so you can put a reminder on. And just to let people know, I upload every Wednesday and Sundays at 8 p.m. UK time. Then a day or two after the video's gone live, there will be a short going up as well. So if that's interesting to you, make sure you check in. And then my lifestyle channel, I just post as and when, so just keep a lookout on that channel. But other than that, I don't think I have anything else to say. Look out for my vlogs and catch-ups though. That's the best place to know what's happening, etc., is on there. So my loves, I need to find out how to end this stream now, because I just can't really, So thank you for the people who sent thanks over super chats and things. I really appreciate it. Thanks for all your lovely comments and support. Again, I do appreciate it. Thank you so much, my loves, and